Let's just shuffle. Let's just.
Skip.
That used to be me. Now, I'm on the mission to create the perfect shuffle, where every song in the library is less than 50% skippable. What's up? I'm Trent Windsor. We're here in search of the perfect shuffle. It's time for another segment of clearing out the archives where I shuffle my music, and whichever album pops up, that's the album I review song by song. Last time we shuffled our music, and the album that popped up was It Was Good Until It Wasn't by Kehlani. Kehlani is an R&B artist that has honestly been killing it since like 2014. She's been nominated for Grammys, she sold out tours, and technically the album that I'm reviewing today, which came out this year in 2020, is only her second studio album. So what makes Kehlani so popular and successful? Let's see if we can figure it out as I review this album song by song. Before we go any further, hit that subscribe button for me. It'll take like 1 second and it's super free, so why not? Song number 1 is called Toxic. It's got a dark and brooding beat, which is something you should probably get used to because that's a lot of this album is dark, brooding beats, R&B slow jams. It's got some pretty sweet accents from Ty Dolla $ign, which, as you know, is one of my favorite R&B singers. It's about a bad relationship, a toxic relationship. The thing about this song is that it's a little bit blunt lyrically. It's very explicit, talking about some pretty personal and sexual matters, which is okay for some people. Personally, I feel like it just doesn't quite fit with the delicate vocals, and it really takes me out of the vibe. And it's really the only thing that drives me away from this song, but it's strong enough that I'd have to say this one is 55% skippable. Song number 2 is called Can I, and it features a lot more very slick R&B production. This song is 100% sex. When I listen to it, I feel like maybe I shouldn't be hearing these things. Like, it's pretty personal and private. Kind of a similar problem I had with the previous song. Big props to Kehlani, though, for removing Tory Lanez from this song. That guy sucks. For the same reasons as the last song, I'd say this one is 55% skippable. Song number 3 is called Bad News. It's another slow jam, which is pretty dark and brooding, except for Kehlani's vocals, which really provide a light in the darkness. It's a song where Kehlani pleads with a lover to clean up their life, to give up all of their vices for her. It's really, really sincere, and the emotion is really strong. The way she sings it, I honestly feel the things she's feeling with her. It's really powerful. The cherry on top of this song is the sparkly, glimmering piano that comes through at the end, which adds a glimmer of hope. I'd say this one is 25% skippable. Song number 4 is called Real Hot Girl Skit, and it is a skit, so it doesn't get a score. Song number 5 is called Water. It's got this crazy slick production with these light percussions and this really deep bass. Oh my gosh, wow. Kehlani is so horny. She's not afraid to say exactly what she wants, which once again is okay for some people. Just for me, it takes me out of that vibe. I'd say it's 55% skippable because of that reason once again. Song number 6 is called Change Your Life featuring Jhené Aiko, and wowzers, Jhené Aiko and Kehlani on the same track is absolutely magical, dude. Their vocals intertwine just so perfectly and work together to create the ultimate R&B slow jam. This song honestly could change your life. I really believe it. I'd say it's 30% skippable. Song number 7 is called Belong to the Streets Skit, and it is a skit, so it's not getting a score. Song number 8 is called Everybody Business. It's got a pretty sultry guitar type beat. It's another slow jam. It's got really pretty vocals as always, but just not quite a standout as far as melody goes. Not that it's a bad melody, it's just not quite as memorable as some of the other songs. So I would say this one is 40% skippable. Song number 9 is called Hate the Club, and we start this track off with some sexy sax. God bless America. It's a rare song about the club being bad, which automatically makes it more interesting than all of the songs that have ever been written about how the club is great and all the things we're going to do in the club tonight. She hates the club because there's a person who she knows is going to be there that she doesn't want to fall for, but she feels herself slipping in that direction. It's a really great set of conflicting emotions portrayed really, really well. I love the way Kehlani does it. I have to say this one is 35% skippable. Song number 10 is called Serial Lovers. It's got a really nice, very spicy Spanish guitar-inspired beat. Once again, I have a pretty similar problem with this song. In the chorus, she says, "I love hard, F harder," and it's just so vulgar. The thing is that the rest of the song is so good, and that's the only instance where I really have a problem with what's going on. So I would say this one is 45% skippable. Song number 11 is called F and MU, which stands for Find and Maintain Unicorns. Jeez, I wish that's what it stood for. It stands for F and Makeup. I guess Kehlani's just really open. You know, and if that's your thing, that's cool. It's just not my thing. I'd say this one is 60% skippable. Song number 12 is called Can You Blame Me, featuring Lucky Day. It's got a pretty woozy beat, which I really like. The switch up here, I like a little freshness to the sound. It's about how needing this person is Kehlani's weakness. Once again, very emotionally rich. Also, once again, we have great vocals as usual, but just a so-so melody. So I'd have to say that it's 40% skippable. Song number 13 is called Grieving, and it features James Blake. It's got this really lush production that's super deep, really expansive, creates a very broad soundscape that you can just find yourself getting lost in. Kehlani, as always, delivers vocally, and James Blake's feature is just otherworldly. It creates this ethereal vibe and really takes the song to a whole new level. Honestly, the whole thing is just hypnotic. I'd say this one is 25% skippable. Song number 14 is called Open, Passionate. It has these really, really great harmonies and lots of layers to the harmonies,
which really give this song a lot of depth.
It's also pretty catchy and very well delivered as always. It also has this pretty cool transition into a brand new and equally beautiful beat about halfway through. I like this song, I like the dynamics of it. I'd say that it's 25% skippable. Song number 15 is called Lexies Outro, and it's a very emotionally rich rap from Lexi Ali J. Hopefully I pronounced that right. It's short, but it's sweet. It's a good little track, a nice little outro for the album. I'd say that's 35% skippable. Adding everything up, mathematically speaking, this album as a whole is 40% skippable. The thing about this album is that Kehlani will always deliver on really great vocals and really nice melodies, and the album itself is pretty dang well produced. My one critique is just that you don't always have to say it exactly like it is to get that vibe. You know, sometimes you can maybe infer, you can use some metaphors, but you don't always have to just talk about genitals. That's just my personal taste. If you disagree, if you like that direct approach, then you're gonna love this album even more than I do, because I do. I love this album and I think it's very well done. Alright, let's shuffle our music, see which album I'll be reviewing next. Alright, we're just gonna go into our music library here, go into albums, and hit shuffle. Okay, looks like the next album I'll be reviewing is the self-titled album by Sublime. If you like what I'm doing here, please go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, turn on those notifications, let me know in the comments below what you think about this album. It was good until it wasn't. Let me know what you think about Kehlani. I believe that all musical opinions are valid, and I'd love to hear yours. I will leave links in the description below for some of the music videos that aren't quite as explicit as others. I will leave a link to my podcast, News Meritocracy, my playlist for Best of 2019, last video to get that link, and my playlist for Best of 2020, which is a playlist that I am wrapping up very quickly. Stay tuned also for my end of year list, the No Skippy Awards, coming very soon. I'm Trent Windsor, and this is The Perfect Shuffle.